And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane of field, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Wilson looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Wilson. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Chased out to his right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Mitchell up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it! And in for the Baltimore touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Wilson out of the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is brought in at the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? And he'll be out of bounds, agonizingly close to the return touchdown, just 4 yards away.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a lead on the final play of the half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He won it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
This one intended for the running back. And now it's second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Just getting back to the line, and now they have to figure out a 3rd and 13.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. It's caught but short of the first. And a well-timed fake leads to a touchdown. Great work by the offense. They caught him off guard with the fake, and they pulled it off to perfection.
Yeah, they sure did, and this is a call that involves some risk. Listen, you're taking 3 points off the board by just willing to attempt this. And then, well, you got to get great execution by everybody involved. In this instance, well, they all came through to make that call a smart one.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Staying with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Toss play. This is Walker. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
It's caught. Barner. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third, Wilson. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Ravens get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
A give to Mitchell, running left. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. He's got it on the bootleg. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Space to the left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Second and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Wilson to throw again. He throws a bullet deep to their... And they pick him off again! And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Play action, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board. He was looking for Zay Flowers, so they're left facing 3rd and long. They go play fake with Jackson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now it's Lamar. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now Jackson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Walker running right. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throw from Wilson. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Wilson now from the gun. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Play action now with Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, here's Wilson. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a race down the right side. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in 1 season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set, first and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Ravens with a 10-point advantage. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here to Mitchell. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's Mitchell again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Again, this is Mitchell. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mitchell on the carry. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.